Hi. Well, the clouds have set in, and it's been a week that our new pope is in the office, and he has said few of the statements, but one of the statement is so stunning, and it's so full of wisdom, and I just want to present my 2 cents on that particular statement. Well, he says, and I quote, "He who doesn't pray to God prays to devil." The first time I heard this, I said, "Wow, what wisdom!" And I want to relate it to three categories, or three categories or three states of our life. First, one state where we all struggle with, and maybe a Jesus youth or any Catholic or any faithful, we all struggle with a personal prayer, that solid hour or so with God. And God forbidden, there have been times in our past when because of genuine reasons we have said okay, or we have compromised on our personal prayer. And here is Pope Francis, who comes and says, if you don't pray to God, you pray to devil. And I said, wow. It's a shocker for me. And at the same time, it's an eye opener that all those days in my past when I have said no to personal prayer, in little sense, I've been praying to devil. At least now and for the past any of the days, I'll make sure that I don't miss my personal prayer or my sacramental life or my family prayer or any of those kinds of prayers, which is so important. The second part, which I want to relate, is many of us think that it's not the prayer need not be vocal all the time, which I completely agree. No, okay. What after 1 hour of prayer or after daily mass? What about the rest 22 hours of our life? Well, I would like to bring you to our lunch or to our dinner table or to our breakfast table. And you'll be surprised to know that even there we can make one of the most beautiful prayers ever. For that, I would always love to quote one of my favorite saint, that is Saint Jose Maria, and what he says about the lunch at the dinner part. He says, "The day you leave the table without having done some small mortification, you have eaten like a pagan. The day you leave the table without doing any any small mortification, you have eaten like a pagan." Which brings us to the point that if we eat full satisfied, full stomach, without even foregoing any of the things, we have eaten like a pagan. And pagan means a non-believer. I mean, there is no difference between a Catholic, between a good Catholic or a pagan, if we as Catholics eat like there is no tomorrow, like full of a stomach and no modification or lunch or dinner table. Which brings us, who's a pagan? A pagan is one who doesn't believe in God. And here, Pope Francis, I want to relate to what Pope Francis says and what Saint Jose Maria is saying about lunch or dinner or our eating habit. He says, no modification on the table, you have eaten like a non believer. Pope Francis says that if you don't pray to God, you pray to devil. Non believer, don't pray to God. Definitely. A pagan doesn't pray to God. So definitely he prays to the wrong person. So even on your table, on your food table, if you do small modification, if you do small modifications, I tell you that will be one of the most beautiful non-vocal prayer you have done, and that to daily we can do that. Now, this mortification should always be inspired by the devotion and the love for Christ, who mortified his own body for us on the cross. Now, that's a statement why. Padre Pio. Now, anyone who does this because of dieting or because of health conscious or because of any other reason other than devotion to Christ, I don't think that will qualify him on this mortification part. But the sole purpose of this should be uh, should be uh, should be because of love and devotion to Christ. And when you do that, your lunch or your dinner table becomes a beautiful altar of prayer. The third part where I want to relate is because we all are IT professionals, we all are working guys. Uh, this is a phenomena that I have seen, and even I have done it in the past. During work time, please concentrate on, please be faithful of the task at hand or the work at hand. It's so essential to carry our ethics in our office. If that means no monkey business, that means no social media, that means no spiritual stuff videos, and no news reading, no nothing that in a way doesn't help your company or it doesn't develop your skills. I mean, your work can be a beautiful prayer to God if you do it ethically and if you do it well. Now, I want to relate what Pope Francis says. Now, we are also casual about it. Pope Francis says, "You pray to God. You don't pray to God. You pray to devil." Now, bring this at your workplace. Do you think you do all the stuff? You check your personal mails, your social media posts, and all these things. And the reason that some of the people give me at least is that there is nothing else to do. There is nothing else to do in office, so we do all this stuff. Come on, give me a break. Do, can't you develop your skills sitting at your office so that your skills may be helpful for the office? Okay, leave that aside. If we are not faithful to the work that we have, and we do all sorts of personal things and things of our entertainment, things of our Facebook, even if it is good, even if you're watching all good videos or you're watching all spiritual videos, you're sending mails to all GS Youth accounts and everything, I would say the only question that we should ask is, will that prayer or work will be accepted by God? And in my personal opinion, I'm sorry to say that many of the cases it will not be accepted. It because God's standards are quite high. It will not be accepted, and there comes the point. But Pope Francis says, "You don't pray to God, you pray to devil." So these three things I would like to share with you, and I would really salute our new Pope when he says so clearly, and the message is out there for all of us. You don't pray to God, you pray to the devil. Personal prayer missing out, sacrament missing out, you eat like there is no tomorrow, there is no mortification. Your workplace, you do all ministry work, you do all your Facebook stuff, you do all your all your spiritual videos and all those things. Boy, I tell you, we all are praying to the wrong person if we do it. Thank you.